Old houses in the U.S. may make people feel nostalgic because they are a connection between the past and the present, a piece of history that tells tales about what life was like decades ago. In the process of buying and selling these houses, Ben and Erin Napier discovered a way to bring the past into the present, which gave rise to their hometown reality program on HGTV. But when Ben was absent at the beginning of Season 7, supporters began to fret. Then what became of Ben Napier? Being born into the Napier family, Benny and Wayne gave the hometown presenter a head start in life, and he has continued to draw on those experiences throughout his career. Since Wayne Napier is a preacher, the Napier family has deep religious roots. Although Ben had every intention of following in his footsteps, he ultimately decided to pursue other opportunities, and now he hosts one of the most popular home improvement series on HGTV. Ben has always been receptive to his dad's teachings, which have helped him develop the abilities that have served him well throughout his life. To begin, he honed his preaching skills and followed that career route for a while in his youth. His tenure as youth pastor at Laurel First United Methodist Church began in that year and continued until 2014. It became clear that he had a different calling in life, and he inherited his family's traditions from his dad. As he matured, he honed his woodworking skills to a point where he could make breathtaking sculptures that spoke to his audience. Ben honored his dad in a Father's Day message. He said that his dad was the first person to teach him how to construct anything, and that he also gave him his first tools. The good news is that Ben has stuck to the woodworking trade he learned from his dad and has become extremely successful in it. Ben will steadily improve his skills over the years, and he will go down an unorthodox route as a preservationist, bringing older structures up to current standards. Collaborating with Erin, the two built breathtaking environments that captivated audiences around the country and in their hometown of Laurel in particular. Through all of the challenges they've faced together, the couple's relationship has only grown stronger. When they have a job, Ben handles most of the woodwork since he has a solid grasp of structural improvement. In contrast, Erin has an excellent sense of style that reflects the character of the show's clientele. It becomes clear why Ben has been so successful when one considers his life before the program. Ben, a history major at Ole Miss, has done an excellent job of preserving history while expertly incorporating it into the present. Stories about the house's spirits are told via his creations, which are a blend of craftsmanship and a hint of history. So far, everything has been going swimmingly. Ben was dealing with a health issue that jeopardized his role in the program. From what we can see, the couple was terrified and uncertain about what was ahead. Later on in the video, we will discuss the specifics of this incident. After receiving an offer to show their trip from HGTV in January 2016, Erin and Ben were thrust into the public glare. Revitalizing a town and assisting families in finding their ideal houses are important themes of this series, which goes beyond simple renovations. Homes are hand-picked by clients and customized to reflect their unique visions, fostering relationships that are destined to last a lifetime. Fans of the program have been captivated by the transformation of these structures, which have gone from barely livable to very gorgeous. The dream builders and creativity-inspiring husband and wife team together relentlessly. Some background information about the program Hometown is as follows. Without the kind hosts, Ben and Erin Napier, Hometown just would not be possible. You already know that they're both originally from Laurel, Mississippi, and that their passion for their city is evident in every episode. They hope that by promoting the town, they will bring in more investors and give it a good reputation. Ben had a lifelong passion for woodworking and construction before the program, and he would often help restore old houses and create exquisite pieces of furniture. Erin, on the other hand, was trained in graphic design. Her impeccable taste would prove to be an integral part of the show's eventual success. Two regular people going about their day as usual, who had no idea that their lives would take a dramatic change because of their uncomplicated way of living. The purchase of a rundown property in Laurel by the Napiers was the impetus for Hometown. Social media posts detailing their renovations attracted the attention of HGTV, who were impressed by their enthusiasm for the house restoration project and their obvious connection. After its 2016 debut, Hometown immediately won over audiences nationwide. Each episode of Hometown adheres to a consistent structure, as any viewer who has been paying attention would have seen. Here, Ben and Erin will meet with a family or couple interested in purchasing a historic house in Laurel with the intention of restoring it. After prospective purchasers provide the Napiers with their ideas and financial constraints, the latter set out to design one-of-a-kind rooms that reflect the tastes and character of its lucky patrons. Ben gives the frequently rundown properties a fresh lease of life by tackling the structural improvements using his experience in building and carpentry. Erin, meantime, works her design magic to create rooms that are both cozy and practical, fusing together elements of the past with those of the present. The pair have previously acknowledged their lack of expertise in the area of event management. The opportunity to appear on BGTV prompted them to start watching Fixer Upper, they confessed. The goal of this relocation was to have a taste of the real estate reality show lifestyle. Since the pair has been doing so well on the program, it seems that this maneuver was successful. To give you an idea of how far they come, in 2023, Agent Wealth Hustle ranked the show as their most popular real estate program. Big Renovation in a Small Town was the pilot episode in which Ben and Erin assisted a young couple named Laura and Ross in transforming a rundown shotgun into a chic and practical first home. You could hear them both admitting that they were completely uninformed when it came to home improvement. Nevertheless, the room was made more functional by Ben's ingenious woodworking, and the space was made more welcoming by Erin's use of color, light, and antique treasures. Recall that in episode 8 of season 3, they were working on the craftsman cottage? In this episode, we followed a young family as they searched for a historic house. While Ben painstakingly repaired the home's original artisan characteristics, Erin added whimsical touches to the children's rooms. The end result was a house that met all of the requirements of a modern family while preserving its historic character. Episode 12 of Season 5 was another occasion when the pair displayed their inventiveness. This one-of-a-kind episode demonstrated how Ben and Erin can take on a really challenging task. They made beautiful single-family homes out of old bank buildings. Because of his resourcefulness, Ben was able to save the bank's vault door and find new uses for other parts of the building. The industrial vibe of the building was embraced by Erin's design choices, which created a cozy and inviting living area. Although there were other home improvement shows airing at the same time, Hometown attracted a large audience in a very short length of time. Perhaps it's because Hometown is about so much more than just home improvement. It revolves around the core of a neighborhood. Through the course of the series, Ben and Erin highlight the town's endearing qualities and express their strong commitment to Laurel's revival. They want to showcase the town of Laurel and its potential by featuring local companies and artists, emphasizing the town's distinctive culture. The episode also highlights the homeowners' tales. They settle into their new houses and start to feel like they belong in the Laurel neighborhood. Not any old house, but one that reflects the client's unique character. Seeing the happiness on their faces the moment they enter their ideal houses is really moving. The fact that the program has persisted for so long and is about to air its 100th episode is a tribute to the tenacity of Ben and Erin. Hometown has gone viral. With no indications of slowing down, it is presently airing its 7th season. The show's expansion into other regions is a positive development. Hometown Kickstart is one of the spin-offs that has emerged from the hit program, and it takes the Napier family's goal of regeneration outside of Laurel. Several elements combine to form what every fan has been attracted to, which is why the program is so popular. Ben and Erin's charisma is the first thing that stands out. Their hometown and talent are both fueled by their authentic love story, which is contagious. The couple's undying devotion to one another is evident from a quick perusal of their Instagram accounts. We find that the pair had pledged to be married around 1 week after meeting in one of Aaron's blogs. They have always had a really close relationship. Viewers who value the history embedded in older houses have always been interested in the show's emphasis on historic preservation, which has been a boon. In this approach, we may appreciate the structures for what they are: echoes of bygone eras. As a result, viewers leave the program with a feeling of optimism and potential. It gives viewers hope that everything is possible when they see dilapidated buildings renovated into lovely residences. It serves as a reminder that a house is more than a collection of rooms. It is a sanctuary where hopes and aspirations may blossom and loved ones can flourish. Season 7 almost ended in disaster, despite the show's bright future. It was discovered that Ben had shoulder surgery to fix a rotator cuff in 2023, which is why he wasn't as active as he once was. For Ben, the most challenging aspect of his operation was the time spent recovering afterwards. The limitations he had to endure during his recuperation were undoubtedly annoying for someone used to being involved on the program. If you know the pair, you know that Ben is rather towering. When there was heavy lifting to be done on site, he was expected to be active, but he simply couldn't, according to him. To avoid aggravating his ailment anymore, he had to rest his hand. He had to figure out how to divide and conquer. Naturally, Erin was also quite concerned about her husband's health. Fans and watchers have been encouraged and inspired by Ben and Erin's unwavering commitment to their purpose. They recently made a touching visit on Jennifer Hudson's program, where they opened up about their lives and their ambitions for the show. The video announced their intention to air episodes from Florida in the future and gave viewers a taste of what's to come, hinting at the appearance of some special guests. In the process, they demonstrated a departure from the rigid modernism that has become the norm by consistently striving to bring out and preserve the intrinsic character of the structures they design. Seeing as how social media is now propagating images of immaculate, pristine homes, Erin feels compelled to remind people what reality looks like. Just as she said on the Jennifer Hudson Show, her new book, Heirloom Rooms: Soulful Stories of Home, aims to give readers a peek of reality while also serving as a reminder to take a breather and experience life without being consumed by the need to impress. We also got a peek into the personal lives of those who want to keep their family matters under wraps. They came clean about the fact that they had 2 canines now. When it comes down to it, the couple's aim is to help people focus on the things that really matter, rather than getting caught up in the transient concerns of others. One of the most important ways to achieve happiness and contentment in life is to build a house that reflects one's values and goals. No one can deny the significance of the duo's achievements. You can't turn a blind eye to the fact that they've helped rehabilitate Laurel's housing stock. A school for the design and building arts is being built at the college they both attended, and the couple has been informed that it will be named after them. The pair also mentioned this on the Jennifer Hudson Show. An action to ensure their influence on their community is remembered forever. This might also serve as a rallying cry for anybody considering similar endeavors to keep going and have an even greater effect. While the main series of Hometown centers on the Laurel renovations, the program has spawned spin-offs that have explored many facets of the couple's professional lives. One of the spin-offs, Hometown Takeover, filmed its first season in 2021 and followed the rehabilitation activities as the show traveled to other communities to assist with the rebuilding of various buildings. A group of design and construction experts is assembled, and they all descend upon a selected tiny town to give it a makeover. The first season focused on the Alabama town of Wetumpka, where houses, companies, and even parks and restaurants were all fair game. Other HGTV stars made cameos in Season 2, which took place in Wetumpka and showcased the town's revival. Season 3 filming has wrapped, and the Napier's makeover enchantment has moved to Sebring, Florida. Additionally, production on Hometown Ben's workshop began in 2021. Here we can see Ben Napier's love for woodworking in a more personal light. At each episode, Ben hosts a diverse group of famous guests, from artists and comedians to athletes, while they work on a one-of-a-kind project at his workshop, Scotsman Company. The program gives viewers an intimate look into Ben's creative process and allows them to relate to the pair on a deeper level. Ben and Erin were really high school sweethearts and were able to strengthen their relationship after enrolling at Ole Miss together. Since then, they have thrilled their admirers by sharing their hopes and goals. They tied the knot in 2008 and haven't left their hometowns since. The show's title is obviously based on this. However, it seems that in future seasons, the program will expand outside the hometown. They are already planning to expand to Florida. As a result, viewers can't wait to see what the rest of the season has in store. Ben and Erin have maintained their concentration and intentionality during their rise to popularity. In keeping with this, they have decided to wait until Helen and May finish high school before letting them use social media. That choice is shared by others, as Ben disclosed in an interview with ET. They struck the deal with other family members whose children are about the same age. There is no clear internet representation of these two, since they have been so steadfast in their determination. The two have done an incredible job of balancing their lifestyles. Their long history of keeping their private lives under wraps is evidence that this is not a new phenomenon. One example is the fact that they kept Erin's pregnancy a secret until she was almost ready to give birth to Helen. May had a similar experience. The most remarkable aspect of this is how Erin managed to conceal her pregnancy throughout their time on set. Given the difficulties they had during labor and delivery, it is understandable that parents would be overly cautious with their young. It turns out that Erin had a hard time becoming pregnant due to certain health issues she was dealing with at the time. Fortunately, in 2018, the couple had their first daughter, Helen, and in 2021, they welcomed their second daughter, May. Currently, the most anticipated event is the coming of age of Helen and May, and the choice that Ben and Erin will make. The real issue is whether they'll want to join the cast or go out on their own. Assuming Erin and Ben are able to keep the program going until they're old enough, I suppose we will find out then. After what seems to have been a successful operation, Ben is ready to take on even more roles on the program. And considering his weight reduction efforts, he seems to be somewhat self-conscious right now. Ben made a determined effort to lose weight after becoming worried about his weight and his increasing blood pressure. Erin freely confesses that he has made some changes to his diet, cutting out certain unhealthy foods and replacing them with healthier options. The transformation has been astounding, and we hope the Napiers have great success in all their endeavors. The current episode has reached its conclusion. To see more videos like this, hit the like button and subscribe. Farewell for now.